Today we're going to talk about the discriminant. We're going to learn what it is, how you find it, and then how it helps determine the number of solutions a quadratic has. So our discriminant is b squared minus 4ac. We call it this because it can discriminate between the number of solutions in a quadratic, or it can tell us how many solutions there are in a quadratic. So if it is positive, b squared minus 4ac is greater than 0 or positive, there are two real solutions and no complex solutions. If the discriminant is equal to 0, there's one solution, one real solution, and no complex solutions. And if it is less than 0, there are no real solutions and two complex solutions. Just a little tidbit, complex solutions always come in pairs. So if you have a solution I, you're going to have a solution negative I. Okay? And we'll talk more about that in another lesson. Okay, so let's find the discriminant and state the number and types of solution the quadratic has. So again, the discriminant is b squared minus 4ac. And I want you guys to think about, why will that tell us how many solutions a number has? Just think about it. Okay, so in order to solve this, I have to put this in standard form, so I'm going to add 8 to both sides. So now my b is in front of the p. There's my b. Remember, it's a, b, c. So it's 5 squared minus 4 times 5 times 8. So b squared minus 4ac. So 25 minus 160. You guys know me, I'm double checking on my calculator right now. Yep. Okay, and so 25 minus 160 is negative 135. So our discriminant is negative 135, which means that there are no real solutions and there are two complex solutions. Okay, let's look at the next example. Same thing, find the discriminant. This time we're going to bring the 7 over here and subtract it. So I get negative 9v squared plus 6v minus 1. If I put into b squared minus 4ac, I'm going to get 6 squared minus 4 times negative 9 times negative 1. So I'm going to get 36. And I've got minus 4 times 9 times negative 1, 36. And that's 0. So now this means that there is one real solution and no complex, because remember, complex has to go in pairs. A quadratic, by the way, is going to have at most 2 solutions because its degree is 2. Right. Last example, I'm going to add 2x to both sides. So I get x squared minus 9x minus 10 equal to 0. So b squared minus 4ac is negative 9 squared minus 4 times 1 times negative 10. Be careful, negative 9 squared is positive 81, and then minus negative 40 or plus 40 is 121. So that means that there are 2 real solutions and no complex. So hopefully today you learned what the discriminant was. It's that b squared minus 4ac. I want you to think about why that determines the number of solutions that a quadratic will have. Remember, if the discriminant is greater than 0, there will be two real solutions. If it's equal to 0, there's one real solution and no complex. And if it's negative or less than 0, there's going to be no real solutions and two complex solutions. Have a mathtastic day.